Well, hello, everyone. We're back again, and this is Small Talk with Tish and Larry. I'm Tish, and this is.
I'm Larry, your glorious, amazing co-host.
Yes, and we're here once again this week, back with some more topics. Ready to get into it, and hope you laugh with us and enjoy the show. And how has your week been, sir?
Been pretty good.
It's good.
Kind of tired from today. Had to do some yard work.
Ah, yes. A man's job is never done, is it?
Never, never.
Never done.
No
Never
matter how
done.
much you do. So
But it's out the way, and you get to enjoy the rest of your weekend. So that's off your mind, and do whatever you need to do, and that's out of the way. So good. You got the most important part done.
I love how you put that positive spin on it.
Got to. I mean, I know it was aggravating, probably heat, bugs, everything else, but you got it
Scats.
done. Oh, they probably said this is new meat right here. No, used to seeing you outside.
And the crazy thing is, like I had a thermal on, right?
Told you the thermos had them little holes in it. That was easy access for them.
Man, that junk stuck straight through my thermal.
Hey, it's a needle. That was easy access. They probably
Easy.
said, "Wow, this is not gonna be hard to break through. They're big. There's space. I can actually eat good." They probably had a hefty lunch off their back today.
Man, then when I'm like, man, what in the world?
Nice little hefty lunch.
I just said, I seen.
Anytime you see him escape, I know he just smiling right now, stomach full.
Yeah,
he probably
he-
hope he get to see you again tomorrow.
He was flying slow.
Oh,
That's how I know he was fool.
He was feeling extra good today. Extra good. Gave him a nice little Saturday. I know they was blessed.
Soon as I seen him, like I instantly started itching.
Oh yes, you know it. Once you feel that itch, something done got you. It may either be dirt, the bug, or just reflexes. It's one of the two. It's one of the three. Excuse me.
But yeah, we can go ahead and hop into it. Well, no, we will not.
Oh gosh.
How was your week?
Week has been pretty good. Got had some pretty good mornings ahead and some afternoons ahead, and just been some kind people in the store I work at, and it's just been a really nice week. Spending time with you today. It's been a great weekend so far, and I'm just thankful and just happy. I just been in a good mood today, so just hope it just continues on. I like when I have a good vibe, and it's just I don't know, woke up happy, and it's just been a great day, so I'm thankful for that. Yeah, it's been a really good day.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
I'm happy about it too. That's why I say I always claim it over my life, your life, my Shea Bug. Just maybe all have great vibes this week, good vibes, good news, just everything good for all of us. So we just have us a great week ahead.
I like that. I like that. Thank you.
You know, I love me some good vibes now. I live for that. Yes.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get into our first topic.
All righty. What we got here?
Dr. Cameisha Clark.
Yes. She is. I want to say to her family, so sorry for the loss of Dr. Cameisha Clark. She was a dean at a college in Inglewood, California called Spartan College. She lost her life to it was a security guard on campus. His name is Jesse. I think it's
Figueroa.
Figueroa. And it's just it's hard to see something that happened to someone that has so much promise and has accomplished so much. Like I was reading an article about her today, and her mother her name also had doctor in front of it as well. So I'm sure she's very an intellectual woman also, and her daughter followed in her footsteps. But she was like her daughter was a light to her students, and said her daughter was very loved, and she just gave people inspiration. And it's just sad to see something like that happen to her, and I just hate that her life was cut short, not knowing the reason behind it, why the security guard did that to her, but just want to shed light on it if you haven't heard about it. And to her family, just so sorry for your loss.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
just hate to see a story like that, and haven't seen as much coverage as I would hope she would be getting, because she seemed like such an accomplished young woman. And just once again, just so sorry for the loss of her, and just prayers for her family.
I think what I was seeing was like the guy was like almost obsessed with her or something. You know what I'm saying?
And that's sad, because she's probably just going to work, trying to do her job the best she can do it. And you can't tell from day to day who's going to be on campus probably, or who you're going to work around, and you don't know the motives behind them. And that's why I always say my prayers, and just always we always say our prayers anything you do or anywhere you go. Just say them and ask for that divine guidance and protection, because I'm just not sure, like you just don't know the mindset of people and what is behind them. Like I'm sure she didn't go to work that day expecting anything like that. You don't ever expect something like that. So like I say your prayers wherever you go at, and just I really don't know how to put it because we just don't know.
I put it like this: always be on your P's and Q's,
Right.
as the old folks would say.
Yeah.
Be on point, stay on point, because you never know what's in the mind of some of these people out here.
Right.
Like I was reading, she was 35.
Right.
She had just became a dean of the college. You know what I'm saying? So she's just getting into, and like even she wanted to become the first president of a HBCU. You know what I'm saying?
So it's sad to see her life taken before she can get to what she wanted to do. But she was in a great position. I'm pretty sure where she was, but she wanted to do so much more. I'm sure, and it's just, I don't know. I just don't be getting the motives behind certain things people do. Why he would do that to someone? Why you would do that to her or hurt her like that and hurt her family, because they still have to move on and live on without her here with them, and it's just unfair. It's unfair, really.
I don't understand besides him being infatuated with her or whatever. I don't understand why you had to do all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so many stories that's like that, and it's just like, I don't know. My mindset is just never to do something that could just alter the lives of people and those around them. People have families, people have kids they want to come home to and that they love. And it's just like, you got to quit letting your emotions, whatever you're going through, which we can't control people's emotions or where their mental health is at. But I mean, you just got to take in consideration, look what you're doing. You're ruining someone else's life. That's just, it's not fair. It's just not a fair situation. And like, once again, for her family, I'm so sorry that happened. I just want to shed light on her story because she deserves to be remembered for all the good that she's put into the world as well. Not just for what has happened, but the great things that she accomplished in her life.
And a story like that hasn't gotten the press that it seemed like it should.
Right.
Like, I know there's a lot of other stuff going on, but still, like a story like that, to me, that really spoke loudly as far as, okay, it's a lot of other stuff going on out here.
It is. And when I saw it, she just was on my mind. I was just like, I just wanted to share it, and I just hope that if anyone in her family, if it comes across them or a family member, anyone sees the show, that we're thinking about them, and that we're sorry for what has happened in her family. We truly are. And just prayers for all those that knew her, and that God gives you the strength to move on and to, just have strength to be strong in the situation. I know it's hard.
But from us at the Small Talks with Tish and Larry, Yo That's Larry podcast, Yo That's Larry network, like our prayers are with you, and like we just hope that you can make it through this tough time.
Yeah, and I thank you for sharing that with me and just being with me in this moment and talking about this topic, because it was important to me.
You know I got you. I like the way you kind of put this. You wrote, "Is Alex fine?" And she's referring to Alex Fine, Cassie's husband.
Yes.
Okay. There's been a lot of stuff going on this week as far as with this Diddy trial.
Yes.
But on this particular day of the trial is when Alex Fine found out that Cassie slept with Diddy while they were together.
That is, I know Alex is probably trying to save face and be by Cassie's side. They actually have a child on the way, but I'm wondering about his mental, and is he, after it's all said and done, is he really gonna be okay with the things he's found out?
No. There's no way.
Didn't expect you to answer that quickly, but your perspective, why will he not be okay?
I look at it as there's because he started off as her personal trainer.
Okay.
And he was hired by Diddy or whatnot. Okay. So, yeah, it's all a part of Diddy's circle.
Okay.
Not saying like dude was a part of Diddy's circle, but even her marrying that guy is still, you're marrying
someone he connected you with.
Somebody he connected you with.
Oh,
like
man.
You're still in the mix. Like, yeah, that guy don't know Diddy or whatever, but it's the fruit from the poisonous tree. Like, I love that as a statement.
Yeah.
the fruit from the poisonous tree. Diddy is the poisonous tree, and everything that spawns from that is a part of the poisonous tree.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband is a part of the poisonous tree. You know what I'm saying? So when it first started for him, he's probably looking at it as she's a star, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I got a chance with her, whatever. Okay. She's been separated from Diddy for, they said, almost 10 years, I think.
It's been 10 years already?
I think they said it was 10 years or almost 10 years or something like
maybe,
that.
Yeah.
But he put them kids in there quick.
Oh, yeah. That is true.
So the starstruck phase
It's probably gone.
is probably gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, that's my old lady. So now you find out that your old lady,
because everything has probably not been disclosed with them.
definitely not. You find out your old lady was like things was happening that y'all probably have never
Done together.
And she's probably even played the modest role, like, I've never done that before, or whatever.
I'm going to be honest with you. She didn't play that modest role. It may be certain things she didn't do, but that definitely did not happen. Now, how fast as those kids got here, no way.
But I'm just saying, like
oh no,
that had to be.
But yeah, some of those things, oof.
That had to be a punch to the gut.
I know it has to be. That's why I say, is Alex fine? I know how man's ego is. I know how men feel about their women. They don't even want to know you kissed somebody. They don't want to know if someone, you had a crush on someone. So I can imagine how he's going to feel after this situation. Like, is he going to still be able to love her? I'm pretty sure the love for his children is going to always be there, but the love, will he continue to have that for her? I know he left a statement, I think, online. I didn't get a chance to read it, but I'm hoping that he will still love her the same. I know that's going to be hard, though, because
man, I would have went at the wood. That's probably the first thing I would have did. Because I know they say he's stormed out the courtroom one day. I would have went at the wood.
Why are you being so dramatic?
Really?
Yes, why are you being so dramatic?
Man, I would have went at the wood.
And you just can't shake it. Even you just you hearing about it, and don't put me in the perspective of any of these thoughts.
No,
but
like me being in his shoes, and you thinking that you got
like someone you got him on a pedestal,
yeah, cream of the crop,
and you're only thinking, okay, she's only been with Diddy, like that's been her only guy.
He was old. You know what I'm saying?
Old.
Man, you start hearing these stories, and she was requesting it. Man, yeah.
And a lot of times they said, Diddy wasn't even the one. It was the men that he had brought into the bedroom.
Man,
that is a lot, depending on how many. Not if it was just the same guy. I don't think it was the same man every time. I'm not sure. He shed a tear. So he cried behind.
He threw up and shed a tear. Like, he ain't fine.
So he may be Alex fine, but he's not fine right now.
He definitely ain't fine. All right.
I feel for Alex, and Cassie is a lot of probably therapy she's probably going through and the things she's been through, but I know she hates that he has to know the truth about what they did in those private events they had.
Freak offs.
I don't like calling it that, but I hate that he has to see and hear about it. And just, I mean, if I knew that was going to be the case, most likely those things I wouldn't want to sit in on. I would not want to. As her man, I would not want to sit in on that, because I know that's got to be hard to listen to and hard to know that people have had my woman like this.
But as a man, it's going to mess with you if you don't hear it.
It's going to mess with you regardless.
But I'm saying, like, if you chose not to be a part of her testimony, or sit there to hear her testimony, and don't let you not hear the testimony, and then you hear all these stories online.
Oh, and then you know it's going to be online. I've heard unwillingly sat through stories that would cross my FYP, and I'm just like, okay. And I scroll on, I'm like, wow. And then because everyone has a take on it, and it's just like, man, that's a lot. She's going through a lot right now. She really is. That's why I say, I don't know who else is bringing to the stand. She may be the only witness, and all of her stories may be the thing that gets them thrown in jail, because they've been together for so long.
Now, what I'm seeing it as, and this is just my opinion, when I hear certain stuff that Cassie's saying in the like her testimony or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think she truly wants Diddy in jail. Like because her memory on certain things, she plays like she don't remember what she told the feds.
Yeah.
So if you told the feds that he did this and that to you, and then when they ask you about it on the stand, oh, I'm not sure, I don't remember saying that. So it's like
more money's been paid. Probably more money's been offered to her, or some type of bribe, maybe.
Nah, I just don't think she ever went down this road for Diddy to go to jail.
This was just to get her money.
This was to get the money
up front, and then the doors open on everything else.
The doors open because of the video footage of him beating her up.
But wasn't she the one that leaked the video footage?
Nah, they say it was the hotel.
But hadn't that happened years ago? That wasn't nothing recent.
2016 or something like that.
Do you think that was something that was
And Diddy paid money to get the footage.
So that means somebody resold that probably to TMZ that wasn't supposed to, and they got paid from it. They probably didn't skip town.
What just came out in the Cassie Diddy trial is Cassie was paid recently $10 million by that hotel because of the footage being leaked.
How was it paid to her and not Diddy?
She's the one that sued him.
Oh, she sued the hotel for that tape.
She sued him.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And that just came out, was it Friday or Thursday?
Ooh.
Yeah, so she got $10 million from that.
Oh,
she got $20 million from Diddy.
That's what I'm thinking about, the money that I remember the money she got from him. And they paid it up front, like no arguing or nothing. But I did not know about the hotel. Had no idea. So they leaked that to TMZ, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
or whoever.
Yeah, probably
I'm
one of
thinking
their
it's
workers
TMZ,
or whatever.
but it might be CNN. But and they ran with it.
And that's how it turned into a criminal trial. It was because of that, because the feds wound up getting that.
So most likely he got it from them and they made a copy of it already.
Yeah. Like, yeah, definitely. Now, this is my outlook on it. I feel when it's all said and done, whatever time Diddy gets, they're going back to court. Because Diddy going to get her to run that $20 million back. Because you violated. Like, I'm just being real.
Wow.
There's a non-disclosure.
I would be so pissed. I was like, you know what?
There's a non-disclosure agreement. This whole trial is violating that non-disclosure agreement.
So anything they've been through with these freak offs and everything like that.
For him to give you that $20 million, you signed that you wouldn't talk about it.
They said she's forced to come to court.
Doesn't matter. You signed that you wouldn't talk about it. So you violating, even if it's the government making you violate it, you're violating the non-disclosure. I'm gonna need that back.
I will be on fire. I was like, you know what? Now I'm going through all this to have to give my money right back to the person that owes me this for all the time we've been together and all I've been through with him.
But you got the 10 from the hotel. You know what I'm saying? But that 20, you gotta come back.
I'll be on fire. I was saying, ain't no way I've been through all this for nothing. There's no way. But I guess that's how it's played, and that's not even her fault. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's I just thought, but just to sum it all up and put it in a bow. Alex is not fine.
Got you.
Somebody really need to keep an eye on him. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, you're right. You are definitely right, sweet.
Like, can you imagine the drive back to the hotel? When
it's a very probably silent. Probably kind of silent between them right now. They're probably getting along in front of the babies and stuff. But like I say, I just hope for Cassie's sake she's been forward with him before this trial came, let's put it on the table. What could possibly?
Let's not get it twisted. All right, this man got friends. Now, can you imagine?
See, that's your problem. Yeah, worry about the wrong thing. Why you worry about
the wrong thing? Then, like, he got family. Can you imagine, like, this man, mama calling him and be like, Alex, did you know Mom. Any of this?
Yes, and I love her. That's what he's supposed to say.
Your brother called you. Listen, bro, did you know this?
I can see your family now. I knew she wasn't no damn good
I
knew
she wasn't no good. You could see it in her face.
Wow. See, okay. Just throw it in there.
Like,
that junk is crazy.
Your homeboy call you. Hey, bro, what you getting into? And then, man, we just left court. I'ma ask him, man. I'ma ask him.
You're not gonna ask nothing. Get off the phone.
Hey, Alex, man. Man, my old lady want me to ask you something, man.
Yeah, I'ma ask him. No, you're not. Click. Yeah, ask that. Click.
Hey,
Talk to the click.
You ain't know none of this, did
So
you?
everybody got to call and ask the same question?
Yes.
No, you're not. That's when you don't answer the phone until it's all over with. And I might not answer it after that. Like, that might be it. No one's going to hear from me. I got to go.
Straight up embarrassment.
It is. I'm telling you, it's going to be a long road after this is over with.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I mean, but you know how society is. People forget after 2 weeks, so he'll be good.
I don't think so. But we can move on.
Please.
What's going on with your boy, man?
Who?
Chris Brown.
All I know is that's my fake cousin. I told you this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But if I could talk with him right now, I would tell Chris, once you're released on June 13th, get yourself into some anger management.
Something.
Get yourself to a point where things don't bother you as much for you to be in this type of turmoil right now. You have a tour coming up on June 8th. They're locking you up all the way until June 13th. From what I saw, you attacked a producer, left London, and then came back to that same country, and then you were arrested. So I'm thinking, every time something happens with Chris, I'm like, you know what? They're just picking on him. They're just being mean because of all he's been through. After hearing that part, I was like, Chris, please.
Man, he hit somebody with a bottle.
Stop it. So I'm like, what is going on? There's no way that producer made you that mad. The beat was that bad?
He probably couldn't get the man vocals right.
Now you can't take your anger out on people like that. That's overdoing it right there. He's got to get some control of that anger. That is not good to get that upset. It's music. It's music. Whatever you do after this, you're a legend. Whatever you do after this, you've made hits after hits after hits. Whatever you create, people are going to love because it's you. You don't have to be that mean person. Like, come on. Like, that's crazy.
It's ego. It's always ego.
And I can't fuss with that, but it's just like I don't know what level he thinks he's on, but Chris he's been through a lot to get to where he is. And we know that he was almost taken out of the game because of what happened with Rihanna. The people have came back again, and they're not everyone. I'm not saying everyone, because people do still talk bad about Chris, but overall he's a beloved person, a beloved artist. But this is not a good look for him because it's just a pattern. Like, this is not the first time, it's not the second time. You keep getting that pattern of you're putting your hands on people and doing stuff to people. You can't be on your side every time. Like, we want to be on your side, but if these stories are coming out that you're hurting people like this, I can't side with someone that's got a hateful nature towards people just because of one little inconvenience. I mean, I don't know what the producer might have done, but to the point of you hurt him like that, and he has to go to the hospital, and you hit him with a bottle like that. I just don't see where anything involving music should get you to that point.
Didn't he attack Usher too?
He did, didn't he? Yeah. I don't know how true that is. They didn't have any footage, but they said he attacked Usher. Yeah, I remember that. That was like about 2 years ago. That's why, like I said, out of everybody that could have contributed to Usher's his award he got at the BET Awards, like the Legend Award or whatever it's called, Chris should have been there. Chris should have did a set for that dedication to Usher, but he wasn't, and it's probably because of what happened between them. And I'm like, Chris should have been the first one lined up to do it, but he wasn't. I said it's definitely got something to do with that. Definitely.
Yeah, Chris.
I love that. That was a Donald Glover, but no, that was supposed to be Chris.
Did you hear that he's retiring? The Childish Gambino.
Oh, he's not doing music anymore.
Well, he's retiring it.
Oh, wow.
Because he says like a character.
Oh, so he's gonna just be himself if he does music and acting, or he's just not doing music.
He said he just don't want to be obligated to do that character.
That was a character I never been. I mean, I know his real name. Never really called him that other name, so it was just like I always called him Donald Glover. But I mean, yeah, if that's what he chooses to do, but it never was a difference for me.
But I know that's the way you're breaking it down. You say that he's retiring that character.
Okay.
And
shoot, nothing wrong with it. I mean, if he wants to just be known by his real name and go by that and just do what he does, he's talented enough to do it all. So He's got it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I just hope when Chris finally do get out of jail and all of that, like
he's got to get himself the right people to say, like, Chris, you need help. Like, you really need to get into anger management. If any little thing sets you off, like, it's time to really, you need to straighten that out before it gets you in a situation where you're not able to get out of, and that's not going to be good for him.
Get your emotions under control.
Right.
Like
right.
That's what it boils down to.
Definitely.
But all right, next, AB with the blicky.
You're gonna have to let me know what's going on, because you came to me with the story late last night.
Man,
I was shook. I said, "What's going on?"
AB was getting jumped.
And who is AB for the people?
Antonio Brown. He last played with the Buccaneers. Won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
Okay.
He has the infamous taking his jersey and everything off during the game. Basically, he quit. And
if he ain't me, if I had the money, yeah.
But they also say that they believe he suffers from CTE.
I've heard that it's something that with the football players, something with their brain.
Yeah, because he got knocked out some years ago.
I remember that game. Yeah, I remember that game. They say it wasn't right ever since then.
No, but I don't know now, because I seen some old footage. He was a fool before then.
So this might have just added to it.
Yeah, he just didn't have a microphone in front of him.
They said that about what is his name? What is the one who got into all the? He killed someone.
Told him to do that, went to jail.
He was killed, or he's
killed himself in jail.
Yes. What was his name?
Alex.
No, it wasn't Alex. I cannot think of that guy's name. He played for the Patriots. They said he had a very bad
Alex
case.
or Adam or something.
No, I can't think of his name. We could Google right fast.
I ain't even worried about it. But
yeah, I remember the CT. You said CTE.
CTE.
They said he had a really bad case of it too, and I guess it's like something you can't check for until they've passed or something like that. So I mean, like, that's probably has added to his antics and stuff. Like, he may just have a short fuse now, and like.
I mean, I kind of understand it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they showed the footage, he was getting jumped, and he was in the middle of a whole bunch of people throwing hands.
He was in the middle?
He was in the middle.
Great.
So security came and grabbed him, and at first I didn't realize security was who security was.
Okay.
I just thought it was like another person that was a part of the
mix.
mix. And they grabbed him out of the middle of this crowd by his chain.
Oh my goodness. And
slung him down to the ground.
Whoa.
Security fell with him. And so he got up first, kicked the security. And it was like, "Hey, B, that's your security. That's your security." And so, like, he stopped or whatever.
Yeah.
But the people who he was fighting before then, they say that they was trying to take his chain.
Wow.
And, like, he wears these big chains.
The expensive chains.
Expensive.
Okay, got you.
So they pull him away from the crowd or whatever. And basically the camera, well, there's another angle after the fight is over with. Everybody's kind of going their separate ways, but I guess the guys that he was fighting was walking this way. And another angle shows he takes off running that way. But at this point, he has a gun in his hand.
Oh, boy.
Then you just hear, fire, fire. So a couple moments later, he's walking to the police car in handcuffs or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Is he wrong? Well, I already know he's wrong. But I guess the question is, his response to what was happening.
Yeah.
Did he overreact?
I'm going to say that's the only thing. The only reason I'm going to say he overreacted is because the gun got brought out. And, but I can see the gun getting brought out if you feel alone and you don't have anyone else to help you in the situation. So that's probably why the gun was brought out. But if he felt like he was getting jumped, I can get that. I can understand. But if everyone's just, it's hand-to-hand combat or whatever, I don't see why. But if you're getting jumped, I can get why you're trying to scare someone off. Like, get away from me, or y'all trying to jump me, I'm going to protect myself.
But so see, the jumping was over. at this
So
moment.
so at this moment, he just brought a gun out and started shooting.
And ran towards, because like I said, everybody was walking that way.
Oh yeah,
So he was still over here.
So he'll definitely probably get in trouble for that, because now you brought a weapon into the situation and it was over.
Now, where did he go and shoot? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, because no one was hit or anything.
Nah, I don't know whether he just went and shot in the air, or did he went aiming at people.
Yeah, that's the only thing. If he went and aimed, if they think that he was trying to cause harm, or he brought that weapon out, and if someone would have gotten hurt, it would have been a different story. But thank God no one got hurt besides the fist fighting. But I'm not sure if anything will happen just because he brought a weapon out. I don't know how that is gonna work for him.
I know you need to chill out wearing them chains.
Yeah.
Like, especially like when you out in public like that. Like,
I mean, but the thing is, why do you have to calm down on what you're doing? Well, now he's got to be careful where he's going, because where are you going where someone can even come up to you and do that to you? Have you some better security, and make sure people don't want to stick with their people. That's the thing. You want to mingle and do all these things, and no one should be able to get that close to you to even snatch your chain like that. That's my thing. Like, stick with your security.
If they would have snatched his chain, because obviously the chain wouldn't. It's a real chain, because like some of these fake chains, like you snatch on it, you tug on it one good time, it's coming loose. You know what I'm saying? But that chain did not
but it didn't budge.
Didn't budge from around that man's neck. So
man, so I ain't out here wearing no damn bubblegum ring chain.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time though,
bubblegum machine chain. He said never that.
What was your plan? Was your plan to snatch the chain and run?
But the thing is, the guy we saw have the chain was his security. Why was he holding on to the chain?
No, he pulled him. What I got from it, he pulled him away from the fight.
Okay.
That was the best way he could pull him away.
By his chain?
By his chain, like a dog. But
whatever.
I'll let that marinate.
Whatever.
But
like a pit bull.
Pulled him by his chain. So. But what I'm looking at is the people who tried to grab his chain initially, what led to the fight. If they was going to take his chain, let's say if it would have came loose in their hand.
Yeah.
Was your plan to take off and run?
Of course. Yeah.
You wasn't going to outrun him.
Oh, yeah, forget him.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so he got them legs.
Like, he wear them big ass bulky boots and shit. Like,
he probably had him on that night.
Yes, he did.
So he still was going to catch him.
Yes, he was going to catch him.
He was gonna run. He was gonna come out in boots.
He probably gonna come out there.
Oh my!
He was gonna run you down.
That's crazy. I forgot about the speed they have to be a football player in the first place.
Like, and then the dude already like we didn't brought this word back. I hear a lot of people using it now. Off. He already a little off now.
You use it one time and you think everybody started to use it.
I'm telling you, I've been hearing a lot lately.
You get on my nerves. Please stop.
But yeah, he was gonna run you down.
He definitely was. And when he would have got his hands on him, it would have been worse.
And then you didn't realize he had the blicky on him. They better be glad he didn't pull out the gun while the fight was going on.
Yeah, I'm thankful for the people that didn't get hurt, and I'm thankful for him, because that could have been very bad this morning for him. Could have been a very bad situation that he hurt someone, and they're ready to throw you in jail. They ready, ready.
But they arrested him last night, and but he got back out the same night.
That's good. So they must have seen, okay, he didn't harm anyone, he's not threatening anyone, so we're not gonna hold him.
But the lawsuits is coming.
They fear for their lives, but you try to attack him and try to take his chain.
But it's not even going to be them. It's going to be the people, just the random people who... I love it when, like, the people who stand there recording.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
We're
like,
all trying to get paid.
You're saying that you feared for your life.
No way.
But you're standing there with your phone out recording, trying to see everything.
I wouldn't have had to hear one shot, and I would have been heading to my car. What am I standing around watching the fight for?
Like, I've never been the type of person that when the fight is going on, I'm running towards it.
Never.
That's never been me.
Never. Even in school. Oh, they're fighting. Dang. I want to stand back. I want to talk to whoever ran over there to see what happened. And then I'm going to go into class. Never been in a group where I was in a circle watching a fight. Yeah. I might see it from a distance.
Yeah.
Like, at the corner of my eye, like, wow, that's bad. Heading on to class.
Like, I'm not going to run up there I've always been a towering figure, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of was...
5'10" has you in a chokehold right now.
I was already...
You're losing your mind.
Like I told you, recently I heard that 5'10", 5'11" is called tall short.
Tall short?
Tall short.
And it is, yeah. You're almost there. You was almost a 6-footer. I am 6 foot, so I know what it feels like.
In your dreams. But,
I'm not going there with you.
But tall, short. Like some days when I wake up, like I'm 6 foot. You know what I'm saying?
In your mind? Yeah.
No, like
You grow, then you go back down.
I'm 5'11" and some change.
With thick bottom shoes.
No, with no shoes. I'm 5'11" and some change.
Okay.
Tall, short. But some days I'm 6 foot.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel 6 foot.
Gotcha. Me too.
Right. But AB is another one that needs to talk to Chris Brown. Like both of them need to get there.
We can't blame AB now because they started with him. So I mean,
this is true. This is true.
yeah, but yeah, if everyone, we all get together, therapy, everybody let it out, let out what's bothering you so bad, and we gotta get this stuff in order. We gonna get it in order. We gonna fix this. Celebrities, regular people, all of us too. We gotta fix these anger issues because life is good. Life is gonna get better for all of us.
I mean, this is true. You just gotta be positive. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely gotta keep the positivity going. It's hard sometimes, but we gotta try.
Definitely. This is one that hit the news this week. Like we all know, but that Tory Lanez got poked up.
Terrible.
But a petition was started, and I would like to get your insight as far as like overnight the petition got like 175,000.
I wonder what the cutoff point is. Like, are they going to actually reach it? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, the petition ain't gonna matter if they don't, like the governor and all of that, if they don't take it serious.
Oh yeah.
But there's some information that came out, and they were saying that based on evidence, and we've had this conversation already, me, you, and Shay.
Okay.
Based on evidence, there was no gunshot residue on his hands. There was gunshot residue on everybody else's hands and clothes.
Gunshot residue.
Which means that y'all fired weapons. Okay. He was the only person, based on what the lawyers were saying, because they had a press conference.
Okay.
He was the only one that did not have gunshot residue on his hands and clothes.
So.
But he was also the only one that was arrested. He was the only one that was fingerprinted. And they gave Kelsey, who had residue on her hands and clothes, they gave her immunity. Right? So now after the poking up happens, this information is coming out. I personally feel he was trying to stand tall and not tell on nobody. Alright. Now is one of the things like, okay, I didn't stood tall long enough and this ain't going the way it was supposed to go. Like I told Shay, I think he was trying to let the police do their due diligence. Yeah. And they're going to figure out that I'm innocent. Right. And it went left.
From what I'm getting from it, it just feels like, and it's just my opinion on it, it was a publicity stunt that went wrong. I think that it really did happen as far as the shooting, and it just feels like since the celebrity was Megan and Tory, they were like, okay, we're gonna spin this narrative, make it as if you did it, which is weird to me. Why they both would want to do some type of scheme like this to make themselves both big in the media, but that's what it feels like to me because, okay, if you know for a fact you did not shoot Megan, why would you let yourself get to this point, go to court, not speak for yourself, even in court? There's no way I'm letting it get that far. When we would have gotten arrested, her friend is who shot her. This is what would have came out of my mouth. I had nothing to do with it. I was with them, but I did not shoot her. That would have been it. That would have been all. But to me, for it to go this far, for Megan to say he shot her, knowing that her friend did it, that does not make sense.
I can't say that she knew a friend did it.
So how would she not have known? Because her back was turned?
Her back was turned.
Okay.
So she technically didn't see who shot her, period.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, him not saying nothing, like I say, you're trying not to snitch. So you're not saying nothing. You're hoping that the police do their due diligence and find out, well, he's cleared because he didn't fire a weapon. There's no fingerprints. There's no gunshot residue. None of that on his hands or clothes. All right. Everybody else got gunshot residue on their hands and clothes. I just can't
believe that no snitch thing is involved in this when he knew for a fact he didn't do that to her.
But
even
you shouldn't.
If she would have blamed, it might have been like, I didn't. Like,
you shouldn't have to say anything. The evidence should free you.
Larry, you gotta speak up. If something's not right, you gotta speak up.
The way we are taught is they're going to do their investigation. I shouldn't have to tell you anything. That's where the whole no snitching thing is. Make the cops do their job. Okay,
which is fine.
Their job is to investigate, and you're supposed to investigate, and you are able to find out for yourself. Well, Larry didn't do that because none of the evidence points to him doing it.
And why is this now coming to light? There was no residue on his hands.
Exactly.
Somebody's withholding some evidence.
Exactly. Even the judge, not the judge. It was somebody that asked that. It was like, why now is this information being made public?
That's very odd.
Because
very odd.
His security guard, there's a statement that was brought forward from 2023 that was brought forward now from his security guard that was saying that Kelsey shot.
This is crazy.
So where was that?
And that man never came to trial when this stuff was going on. He never came to trial. He must have been getting threatened.
They say that he was I'm not trying to overspeak. It was something, either he was banned from the court or something.
They knew this probably would clear that man if he got a chance to speak, because he never arrived. He never came. So, that's crazy there.
That statement comes from 2023.
Jesus.
So
I would just be like, there's no way all this is happening to me. The man could have lost his life behind something he didn't even do. If that's the case, because they better hope that if this is really something that man didn't do, I hope that he can be free. But if it's something you did do, like just let it go. Like, they're not going to release you if they feel that you're still responsible for what happened to her. But if he didn't, may God be on the side. That's not fair for him to still be sitting behind bars, almost killed, and he didn't really do that. That is not right.
And say, me personally, if it opens up the door, not saying that he's gonna get pardoned, because they're asking for him to be pardoned. Can't say that they're gonna just say, hey, you can go home.
Because I don't think it's that easy once you be convicted and stuff. Probably go back through the trial and everything like that. Yeah.
What they're wanting is for the governor to basically take a look at the evidence to see that he was wrongfully convicted. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe set the process in motion that would lead to him either getting another trial or going home. Yeah. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. But they did say that he was sent back to the prison. Yeah. And it's very fast because it happened Monday.
He was sent back to prison already?
Yeah. It happened Monday. By Thursday, he was back at prison. And the other guy, the guy who actually stabbed him, was put into like solitary or something.
They gotta keep an eye on that man. That's crazy to be back home that fast after being being stabbed 14 times. That's something.
And so
keep an eye on him. That's crazy.
There's more information that came up saying that the man told another guy that Tory was disrespecting him. And so he said that he's not going to play with him, or he don't play like that or something. Oh, wow. And so the dude said he told him, man, don't worry about it, man, this and that, this and that. But they say as soon as them doors open, say he pounced on Tory.
That's crazy.
And said like he could tell Tory's lung was punctured because he was screaming for help. And then like you could hear like his breathing and everything had changed. Wow. And like you could hear like.
So they don't know who stopped it? Who?
I guess the man just stopped.
Wow. So he really could have killed him.
Oh yeah.
And that man is already serving life. That's crazy. Yep. He's crazy. That's what that is. Yeah.
But they don't play with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So
he has nothing to lose. Yeah. But yeah. Tori, better please, do not get these people upset. I don't know what you're in there doing, but please.
But the thing that's crazy, what happened to the people that you've been taking care of?
I told you that I didn't understand that because they was like, I've been seeing pictures floating around. He actually looked like he was in good spirits. He looked like he was doing okay. Like, and then I heard he gave some money to a couple of different people. Not sure who he gave money to, but it was pretty much to kind of watch his back. You know, like have people have cover for him and like protect him. But I can see now that's not something that's guaranteed. When you're in a place like that, it's not a guaranteed thing, and anything could happen. Guards will turn their back. The people you're paying could be afraid of other inmates that you may be trying to get their protection from. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation if nothing is like really on your side as far as being incarcerated. Like, you don't know from day to day how those people are going to feel that's protecting you. They could be getting paid something from someone else that you don't know about. And like I said, I just hope that he gets put in an area where he can actually be protected and where he's watched more carefully, because that was horrible to have to go through that.
And then well, I know there's one situation where I think he got somebody time cut.
He got someone time cut?
Yeah.
Another inmate?
Yeah, I think the man had some program that Tory is a part of, or he donated money to or something.
Yeah.
But that program led to this man getting his time cut. He had like 4 life sentences or something like that, and they then dropped it down to like 10 years or something.
So he's
like,
actually
don't quote me
really,
on that, but
so he's actually in there really trying to change things for people and do right on what he's trying to do right on that side where he's on, like doing good
it's
for
a
people.
whole article that's written up about the guy, and he's saying how thankful he is for Tory and all of that.
He'll probably come home soon. Sounds as if he's trying to do the right thing, like since he's been in there. But like I said, he's got to just definitely he's just got to get someone. They have to watch him closer. That's all I can say, because that's just terrible to have something that happen to you, man. Like, you don't want to go through that. You're trying to make it home, not leave there and your family never see you. Well, be there and your family never see you again.
I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy.
It is.
But that's the update we got on that so far. Like, I reached out to a couple people. I'm waiting for them to respond back to see if they can give me a little more evidence.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Didn't tell me about that part, but okay.
Yeah. Like, some of my sources. Like, I know somebody that knows somebody that used to work for somebody that was cousins with somebody that babysat for Kelsey.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to see if I can.
I don't know where that's going. I don't know who all those people are, but maybe you get the information.
I mean, you don't know all my sources.
You're right. There's a lot of people you went down the line just now with.
Yeah. So I mean, crazy. Just trying to see if we can get Kelsey on the line.
I don't know.
Like, she turning everybody down, but she may give us a yes.
She might now. I got your fingers crossed for you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and my big toes.
I already got shut down by Megan. Like, that's not happening.
I don't think you tried. But anyway, it's okay.
Why you gotta down me like that? You know why?
Megan probably don't want to talk about nothing.
Yeah, they shut it down.
I don't blame her.
Like, as soon as I sent the message, it said disabled. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Megan said, I ain't got time.
They shut that
Megan
down.
said, I ain't got the time.
I'm like, okay. Can't really get in touch with Tory, and I'm like, well, I gotta let that man heal up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't speaking right now. So then I thought about trying to reach out to his dad. Okay. And I'm like, nah.
Does this man even have a social media?
I'm sure he does, but I don't think that conversation is gonna go the way
you want it to go.
Nah.
Yeah, leave it alone. I leave like, that alone, please.
But I say just again, hold your head, man, and the truth will reveal itself.
It will. It'll come to light. It's got to eventually. Hopefully, whatever's going on. That's the longest running case I've ever seen. Even after there's been a conviction. That's crazy.
All of these cases.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch gears for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg. Just dropped a diss song on Suge Knight.
Oh boy. We can never get away from the East Coast, West Coast situations, can we?
Why?
Why does Snoop drop a diss track?
Why? Yes. Why?
Is Suge talking trash?
Suge been talking.
So why? I wonder why it's bothering Snoop now. All of a sudden.
Exactly. So that man done pushed some buttons.
You call him a snitch or something?
No. Not. I don't think he did. Yeah, he just been talking a lot of the history of their relationship. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
is there okay, so if Snoop has finally said something back, he had to want Snoop to say something. If Snoop is finally making like a diss track or something towards him, because I mean, no one wants to be talked about, so maybe that's why Snoop made a song.
But still, and even in the song, you saying I'm richer than the mother effer, and but you're taking your time to make a diss record towards a man that's in prison for 28 years.
Disrespect never stops, Larry. People are gonna always. I mean, he could be in a cave in where is it? Afghanistan, and he probably would still made a diss track because why are you talking about me?
I'm gonna keep an eye on this story. That's all I gotta say, because something doesn't seem right.
Because him responding to him. So you're saying he should have just not even worried about it?
If you, T.I. said it best. A wolf howls at the moon. What is that howling doing to the moon? Nothing. Snoop,
yeah, I think he's so smart.
You're the moon in this analogy.
Yeah, this is true.
Suge is howling at you.
Trying his best.
Why do you
give a response?
But why do you take time away from you being a moon to say something to the wolf?
Yeah, I mean, you're correct. It's kind of pointless for Snoop. Snoop has so many adventures and different.
There's something there.
Well, I mean, they have a beef that has been probably going on since the late '90s between Death Row and different things. Like, we don't know all the story, the backstories of the private situations they might have been through, where the different record label situations. So we don't know what's going on with that, unless something is still going on with that Death Row thing.
I think I know a piece of it.
Okay.
There was an interview that Warren G did a couple years ago.
Drink Champs.
That Drink Champs.
I thought that was
when he said that Snoop they was all supposed to go to this Tyson fight. Snoop had a walkie-talkie, and the walkie-talkie was the security's walkie-talkie, where they was in California, but they could hear what was going on in Vegas. And it was basically, it wasn't a walkie-talkie; it was a chirp.
Oh wow!
And Suge said, only people, when he heard the story, Suge in jail, but when he heard the story, he said there's no reason why Snoop should have had a chirp that was connected to the security, because only the security had those.
So he pretty much got it from security.
How?
They gave it to him.
Because even, he said, like Suge is saying, even when Snoop said everybody was at the hospital or whatever, Suge said he had to call Snoop to come to the hospital. And Snoop, talking about that he went to the hospital and all of that, Suge said that man never showed up at the hospital. So,
oh man,
there's a lot of discrepancies.
So really, Warren G told this story?
I think he put his foot in his mouth.
Oh man,
because he said that he went to Snoop's house and they watched the fight on TV, but Snoop had a walkie-talkie thing, and they could hear the stuff that was going on in Vegas. And when the shooting happened and all of that, like, everybody left Snoop's house because of this stuff going on. I don't know where everybody was going. It was in California, but everybody left Snoop's house. So
that's crazy.
That's why I say,
how in the world what would make him tell the liquor, the spirits be talking. They be up there drinking on that show and stuff too, and the truth just popped out of him just that fast.
Man, be like that.
Boy, I know he put hands and feet on Warren G when he got him to their house. Oh my!
Cussed him out.
Oh no, it was some fighting going on after he heard that story. Cause I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I know Snoop said, "How the fuck you let that slip out your mouth?"
Like, Warren G probably looking like, yeah, I ain't know that was a secret.
Warren G, I've never heard this before, ever. Yes, that was a secret. And I'm pretty sure Snoop probably was thinking you would never bring that back up because it wasn't to be discussed. It was just something that y'all shared.
But how do you know it's a secret? That you had a walkie-talkie
during the time when the Vegas situation happened with Tupac?
Yeah, like, how is that a secret? You were part of the company. Why wouldn't you have a walkie-talkie?
You got to put your twos and twos together. I wouldn't have never brought that back up. I would have talked to him about it. Like, man, how did you get that when they were out there in Vegas and you were all the way back here? I would have never been thinking like, man, when I go on this show 58 years later, I'm gonna talk about it. I would have never done that. Like, no.
Man.
That's crazy.
But
Snoop probably know more. I mean, not Snoop, but Suge probably know more stuff. And maybe it's just it's irritating. It's irritating Snoop. That's all it is. It's irritating him. And the only way some people can get it out is the music.
Yeah.
It's not about making money. It's just about dissing him and letting it get on platforms.
Like, I've always wondered this. Okay. Like, I didn't know it was this many factions of Crip, right? But I've always looked at this, okay? And every so often we go down this Tupac rabbit hole.
Every chance you get.
But I've always looked at this.
Yeah.
Snoop is a Crip. All right. Coming to find out, Orlando Anderson and them is Crips. But they're not the same Crips.
Same sets.
They're not the same sets. But 2 and 2 could be put together. Like you were saying, put your twos together. Okay. If Keefy D and them was Crips, Snoop and them is Crips.
They got beef.
And no, they don't have beef with each other.
Suge's the blood.
Suge is a blood representative.
Tupac wasn't in any of those.
He's representing blood.
Oh.
In the mix of everything, MOB, you know what I'm saying? Like you representing member of blood. You know what I'm saying? So
crazy. Your
connection is more so over here than it is over there.
Yeah.
So on Death Row, the Bloods outnumbered the Crips.
Oh, wow.
So that's why it was always like, when they say they show up to Death Row Studios, like the people on Snoop's side were like, man, they were strapped every day and all of that, because you showing up and there's a whole bunch of Bloods there. So you don't know when something gonna pop off.
That's true.
But
that's crazy. He had a whole record label of the mix with them, and I wonder how. I bet that was crazy every day.
On edge every day.
Every day, and I know people had beef with one another, probably in the same neighborhoods and stuff.
But to say that Keefy D and them is the ones that shot them up, and they said later on Snoop wound up doing a mixtape for the driver of the car. Yeah. Like, it's a whole bunch of...
There's so many parts to that story. It's crazy.
So it's like... But I know, just... Like, I'm just throwing Snoop a lifeline on this one. You still gotta play your part, as far as at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the music is one thing, but at home, I still gotta represent for what I represent.
That's true.
So if a Crip need a feature... whether you was in the car or not, like, I still got to give you that feature. You know what I'm saying? True. So they're just throwing Snoop a lifeline. But at the same time, it's some foul play in there or something else.
Yeah, I get it, huh? That's crazy.
But yeah, I can stay on that all day.
Trust me.
But I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. I had a question for you. I'm gonna use one of your numbers.
All right.
Okay. Is it possible for somebody's overexcitement to, like, you overly excited about whatever you're overly excited about? Is it possible for, I guess, their happiness to piss you off?
For me, I guess if they go on and on about it, it probably could. Or they keep overdoing it, maybe it will. But no, most of the time when someone's like overly happy about something, it actually makes me happy. Like, it does. Like, I'll see people, they'll be talking about something their family's doing, or somewhere they're going, or it's just something good happened to them, and it makes me happy. Like, I don't know, I've always been a person that loves to see people, even if you get on my nerves or you agitate me, like, I'm just like, they're happy in this moment. Like, I could sense it on them, and it gives me joy.
I know I get a feeling sometimes, like, when somebody's overly excited about something. Like, man, just shut up. You know what I'm saying?
That's just, with you, it's weird. seeing it be said because you're always such a positive person, or I always see you just give such good vibes. So it's weird to hear that come from you. But I mean, everyone gets agitated about something sometimes. Like for me, I don't know, that makes me happy because you're so used to hearing people complain and gripe and grumble. But I just like hearing people and seeing people in their good feeling. So that's just my perspective of it.
And it's not hating on whatever
It definitely is.
No, it's not. It's not hating on whatever they got going on. It's just like I think sometimes, and like I was talking to my daughter earlier, I sometimes when you're not in the best of moods, like you ain't want people. Sometimes you want to be in that funk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to come and try to bring you out of the funk. Let me stew in my funk.
So
man.
you want to stink? That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
let me stew. Let me stew
in your stink.
Let me stew in the stink. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
don't try to bring me out this funk. I want to be in the funk right now.
Hey, that's nasty. Funky still. I don't know. I'm more of a let's see what's going on with this person. What's wrong? You know.
When you in one of your funks. You ain't want nobody. You don't want just everybody trying to bring you out of your funk, because that's gonna put you more in the funk. Man, leave me alone.
Oh my God, that's nasty.
Yeah, let me stew
in the stink.
In the stink.
We gonna stew in the stink tonight.
Stew in the stink.
Well, I mean, if someone is just not in the mood, I get it. Like, so I don't try to bring it. I would say, "What's wrong?" Ask a question or whatever. But I'm not gonna be like, "Well, cheer up." You shouldn't be sad. People have their feelings. They have what they're going through, and if they want to deal with it, how they want to deal with it, let them be. Now, I do believe in that. Like, you let people be however they're feeling. Don't try to push yourself on them to talk or to just get information. Like, just let them go through what they're going through.
Let me be mad.
No, I don't mind that. No, I'm not going to get nobody if they're mad. I may ask, like, "Yeah, what's wrong?" And I will, like, if I see something going on with you, I'm going to ask, like...
I'm angry.
I am going to ask, like, "Honey, is everything okay?" Or, "What's wrong?" Like, I mean, and I'll be like, "Well, I hope everything get all right." Or, I mean, if you want to talk, I'll just give that to you. But I'm not going to just be all up on you.
And you know, like, okay, you could ask me that and I might tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, if it's a person that's like not
a random or something.
A random, and you be like, "Hey man, is everything all right? What's going on?" Like, you know, it never happens to where, see, what had happened was that, like, you
just don't know. Yeah, they're out there. You just haven't ran into them yet. Keep on. You're gonna get what you're looking for.
That's why I don't ask. I don't ask what's going on.
I'm telling you. Oh, you don't have to. The ones that want you to know, they're gonna tell you anyway.
No, that brings me to I had the job doing the door-to-door selling cable and stuff. Man, we had a little thing that we would read from where you had to memorize it.
Oh boy!
And so you go to the person's house and like, it's, "Hey, how you doing today? Hope your day is fine." Blah 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 blah.
Right.
Went to this one house. It was up these shady looking stairs. Knocked on the man's door. Man stuck his head out the door. Him sticking his head out the door, only half his face was revealed. There was a shadow. Like, even though his head is sticking out the door, there is a shadow that instantly went on side of his face. So I kind of took a step back. I was like, whoa. I was like, "Good afternoon, sir. You having a good day?" And he was like, "Nope." And when he said it, I didn't know how to respond because they didn't teach us that.
I know you got scared.
I didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So I just went on with the rest of my little spiel. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to hear that, man. Well, I got these packages.
Okay.
And that man wasn't trying to hear none of that. No matter how much he moved his head, that shadow was still on the side of his face right here.
You might have been dealing with something different. That might not have been human.
I got the hell away from there fast. I was like, "Well, hey, sorry to bother you. Man, let me get up out of here." But
what'd you say, Corky said? "Don't you go in there?"
Oh, that was with another set of people. Man, that woman, man, I ain't gonna go there.
Don't.
But
they might be watching. Don't.
But like, yeah, I hated that job.
We all have one that we despise, but you made it. Look at you, thriving, beautiful skin. You're living a good life.
But that was a person who wanted to stew in their stink.
And you let them.
Oh, yes.
So you did. There's nothing else you can say. You are crazy. You are crazy for real.
You ain't in the mindset to even listen to me talk about these packages that we sell.
So you saying you didn't even damn the packages? So you get in the
No,
car, you
man.
go home.
I was just so focused on the fact that this shadow is following his face.
I told you that was no human. Whose shadow followed him? Whose shadow followed him out the door and y'all standing in the sunlight? That don't make no sense right there.
I was like,
yeah, this part is over. I'm going home.
How is it?
The whole event is done for the day. After once I see a shadow follow you and we're outside in the sun, yeah, I gotta go.
How is it that before you stuck your head out the door, I seen your face clear, and when you stuck your head out the door, a shadow instantly
Straight
went
up vampire.
How you doing today,
This
sir?
is how I know this really happened to you, because you told me that story numerous times and it never changes. I was like, what in the hell is that?
Man, and I ain't like them steps to even get up there to his because he
Very
had like
narrow.
it was one of them apartments that was just up a single set of stairs, and he's the only apartment
like
up
that
there.
before.
Man,
That
like
been a house.
It's like you walking up to a deer stand.
No.
Yeah.
For one, that would have been my sign. A narrow staircase to one set of apartments. Nothing
One
else.
apartment.
Oh yeah, I'm not going up that.
He had no neighbors.
We know.
Like he's solo.
We know he wasn't gonna have no neighbors. That's his area. That's where he lives.
Man. But I just brought that up. That was that's a example of a person who wanted to stew in their stink.
Yes.
So sometimes
you stew in the stink, and no one wants to let you, just tell them back off. This is your moment to be sad, and there's nothing wrong with that. You get sad, I get sad, you get sad, and we all go through what we go through. But I mean, you just have that moment where you just want to be left alone, and it's understandable.
I think that's why people posting videos of them crying.
No, that's attention. No, I can't say I have seen people post videos of them crying, but they're going through a traumatic event. Maybe they lost someone or something. That's understandable. When you just sit and scream at the camera, and I'm seeing snot bubbles, and it's not really a basis to why you're recording yourself crying. No, can't really have any sympathy for that, because please cut it off. Cut the camera off. Like, it doesn't take all that. I don't think I could ever do that. Now, if someone's recording me and I'm crying, and it's because I'm hoping it's for a happy event, then I'm okay with that. But just to be sitting in my room and say, I'm about to post this with tears in my eyes, no. There's only two things that you need to worry about if you ever see me doing that, and if I go live. I don't go live.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong.
I've went live a couple of times, and I don't know. It's just not. It's not my thing.
It's not. I mean, I think I like to do my previously recorded videos, send them on, but I think for me, live is a little too personal, because it tells you people can see your location if they're familiar with it or anything like that, and a lot of things have happened on lives, and it's just not for me. I don't like lives, and I don't mind going in people's on, like the TikTok ones that they throw on you. You could be on your FRP and they just pop up, and you're looking like, I'm not even looking for this, but here I am. I just don't. It's not for me.
Yeah, but I just had to ask you about
Stewing in the stink.
like stewing in the stink. Does somebody else overexcitement bother you? You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather see that than the stew in the stink. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Now, do you have a question for me?
Just some sports talk for a second. We see the Knicks have finally finished Boston off, which is crazy because they were last year's champs, and I think the Pacers have won it.
Yeah, I want to say the Pacers got it.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to this.
I'll let you finish.
Do you feel the Knicks are gonna go all the way in the Eastern Conference?
They're not going to win the first game.
You say that.
The Pacers have been resting.
Oh, they've been done.
I think so. Like, Pacers have been resting.
Oh yeah, I get
So,
it. And they got to get the probably feel of who their competition is and stuff like that.
now it could work out for the Knicks.
Because sometimes they do, but sometimes the other team will finish early, and when that team is still going off their groove, they could possibly still win the first one.
But I just know, for the most part, Pacers been resting. So, like I say, New York could come in, being that they just got finished with a 7-game series, and get straight to business. But the fact
I think that was just 6.
That wasn't 7?
That was just 6, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah, I
because they
think you
would have.
was right.
Yeah, they would have had to go back to Boston. They finished it out last night in New York.
Okay.
So they getting a little smidgen of rest, but and I'm not really sure who's ahead in the Western. So that's why I'm asking about the Knicks because it's been so long since they've been. So really proud of them, and I don't know, I feel happy for New York right now. So hope they get it.
See, Denver is I think it got pushed to Game 7, I believe.
Denver's playing OKC.
OKC. I
It's
think they
gonna
got
be
pushed
crazy.
to
That's probably gonna
7.
be tomorrow, Sunday basketball. Ooh, I gotta watch me
Yeah.
some.
So now that game,
It's gonna be crazy.
yeah, I'm interested to watch that.
That's gonna be really good because last time Anthony and them they got rid of him fast, but I gotta go with Denver because I want to see Westbrook get to him a finally. Well, he's been to a finals back when they played Miami against the Thunder, but I actually want to see him get out there. But I just don't know if I want to see the Knicks or. Oh man, that's gonna be hard to pick because I know the Knicks want to win, and I would love to see Westbrook get his first one. So it's gonna be crazy if those two teams actually get to the finals.
All right, this is the way I'm looking at it. Okay, I want to see Westbrook get a ring,
I would love to see Westbrook get a ring, but I just.
but I don't want to see Joker in the finals again.
Why? Why
I don't
not?
know. Like I don't.
He's not exciting.
Nah, he's a great player.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I don't like. I don't think I like Denver.
Because it's Denver.
Like I don't know.
They must be boring to you. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I'm just saying like I don't have a like for Denver. Like I say, Joker's a great player and all of that, and they tell you every day how great he is.
They
you know what I'm
actually
saying?
do. That's one of the most.
I think it goes back to what I was just asking you about.
You want to stew in his stink? That's crazy.
Like, when somebody makes a big deal about somebody, like it eggs me for some reason.
Is there anyone that you've seen someone make a big deal about and you just was like, yeah, they deserve all the praise they get? I already know who it is, Biggie. But anyway,
and I was the one that was giving him the praise. But,
see, now that's the one person I've never seen you waver against. You've never said a bad word about that man, even when he's been known to say some of the harshest things. You're just like, he's just rapping. I'm like, Larry,
it's
please.
just lyrics, man. It's just lyrics. But yeah, like I don't want to see Joker in the finals again.
Gotcha.
No offense, I just don't want to. But I do want Westbrook to get a ring.
I'm just saying I'm in my odds because I love Westbrook. I've always loved Westbrook, so I don't know. I don't know.
One thing I do want to see,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard other people mention this, but I think that would be a great matchup.
What?
OKC
Mm-hmm.
versus the Timberwolves. Because
the youngsters, they're really gonna show out.
Like that's gonna be.
I like the fact now. Forgive me, I don't know all the youngsters now, but it's crazy to see that they're all thriving. I know Anthony, I know him because so many other things, but I'm just seeing that a lot of the young.
Ball.
Yeah, he can. I didn't know he could fly like that. I was like, that's crazy. But there's another one from OKC. He's really good.
That SGA.
It might be him, but it's like I'm liking the fact that I'm just liking the fact that now we're seeing so many new faces. Like it's not all based around Steph, LeBron, the usuals that we've been seeing, and the Kyries is actually they're showing this next level, and people are actually enjoying these new players. So I was like, okay, so like time moves forward and it just gets better and better even with the new people. So that's good to see for the NBA.
Like I want to see OKC versus the Timberwolves, but I feel like Timberwolves gonna do them in. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
gotta get through Denver first.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if it gets to that
they
point,
get through Denver, yeah.
Like now, if it's Denver versus the Timberwolves, that's gonna be a good ass series. Like the Timberwolves will have their work cut out for them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. The Timberwolves took them out last year.
I still feel they had their work cut out.
So you think it's a bit different story this time?
Yeah, I'm telling you that Joker dude, man. Like I can't say he ain't good. Like he do his thing. I wonder
where they went wrong last year with the Timberwolves. How that loss even happened, and if they'll be able to hold it together to get
Jamal Murray.
Someone was missing.
No, Jamal
Murray.
He was off. That's who plays for Denver. Like we talk about Joker, but Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he is good. When they played,
beast.
Who did they play when they beat them? Was it Boston that year that they beat? when Denver won it?
I can't even remember.
Or was it Miami? I cannot remember who it was, but yeah, they were a big factor in that playoffs, not playoffs, in that finals.
I think Miami played against was that Giannis and them?
No, Giannis was against Phoenix that year.
Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah, that was like the year before. I'm thinking it was Boston, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. It was either Boston or it was Miami that they played against. That Denver played against, and then Boston won it that next year.
But like I say, Jamal Murray, when he's on, he's on.
So he's got to be on this time. He's got to really put up the numbers.
Yeah, definitely. Like but hell, there was a game that he had a couple weeks ago. Like he put up like 49 points and all of that.
Man,
like that's why I say like dude be balling.
For real, that's crazy.
So
you get you about 3 of them on your team, boy. Whoo-wee. Everybody 3 can put up 40, and you just get the side players. Oh yes, that's the team right there.
Like that's why like if Joker, that's why Joker be having those outrageous stats like 30 points, 20 rebounds, 10 assists.
That's crazy.
Like it don't matter if you got the whole team on him.
He's that good.
He's still.
So it's kind of like a Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I give him that. Yeah. And he got a 3.
Oh, so he's doing it all. I know that's how he made me think of him. Cause think about how tall they are, and you never really heard nothing bad about Tim. He always had people talking highly of him, even up until now. Like I've never heard anything bad about that man.
And one thing that I see, because they say it's becoming a more European league.
Yeah.
As far as play, because of fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? Like the fundamentals.
And that was Mr. Fundamental.
And that was Mr. Fundamental.
See?
Like,
keeping it
simple.
Keeping it simple, not all the hands and all that.
Yeah, you ain't gotta
just
be
straight getting to the point, getting them points, getting them rebounds, getting steals, whatever you can get on that floor to help your teammates. That's what they're looking for.
Like
Which it needs to get to that, because people want to see, and the defense. They have a good defense, so getting back to that, that's gonna make people tune in more. Not saying like what Stephanie was doing as far as threes it's kind of hurting people, because if they're only looking for that, you can't be. Everyone's not Steph. He's been blessed with a talent that no one else has.
But see, that's how Joker take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Okay, if Joker stops at the 3-point line, your center goes out there where Joker is.
He gonna shoot over him.
Either he gonna shoot over him, but it leaves the paint open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like. You don't have another big man that can guard the paint like that. So when he dish it to Jamal Murray or somebody who's going into the paint, like that's really gonna you really got to make sure that you on point to be able to handle those guys. You know what I'm saying?
So can you imagine? Think back on when Stephanie had it was him, it was Clay, and they had like 3 or 4 people that could do those threes like that. I know that was hell for whoever faced them. I know that was sort of like, oh my God.
When they go sit down, you got 2 more people coming off the bench that's busting threes.
I can't imagine having a lineup like that.
Talking about when you had KD too?
Yes. That was horrible. They were all like, man, how? They probably said, we got to dismantle this. This is too much. This is entirely too much for any team.
But see, they saying that like KD need to come back.
To Golden State.
Be good. Now, I don't know what they're gonna do with Jimmy, but
my boy Jimmy fell off in this playoffs. He did.
Nah, they say that he never really found his groove because he didn't want to. It
was towards the end when he came,
but he didn't want to overstep.
Dang, I get it. I understand that.
So you came in, you trying to play by their rules, and then Steph gets hurt. So it's like, okay,
kind of out on a limb. Like it's really not much you can do after that.
Yeah. But
Jimmy will get right. If he's still there, I think they could make that work, because I know he's a great player too.
And on the East, I want to see New York.
You think you want to see him make it to the you want to see him make it to the finals?
I want to see them get a ring.
Yeah.
But you can't do what you was doing against Boston.
Letting it get down that much.
You can't be down 20 every game and expect to come back. Like
I get it. I definitely
against
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Against the Pacers, it's not going to work that way.
Because they're going to run it on.
They're going to. I'll tell you, like I said, like we seen that fight earlier tonight. If you don't jump on that car when it's passing by you, you'll never run it down.
So they got to jump on their back quick.
You gotta, when that car gets lined up and it's right beside you, that's when you jump on it. If it passes you, you're not chasing it down.
I get what you're saying.
So if I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there, I want to see New York get a ring.
Yeah.
I feel the series is gonna be. I think it's only gonna go 5. I want to say New York could go 4-1 against the Pacers. I want to say that.
I'll go with let's see what we got. Probably 6 games.
I think it go 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4 New York, 2 Pacers.
Okay.
In the West, I gotta see who actually won. I want to say the wrong thing. I'm gonna say Denver's gonna make it to the finals again.
Denver going to the finals. So you think Denver can?
I'm gonna put it out there. Denver will win it.
The finals?
Yeah.
Just
because I want to see Westbrook win. I don't know for sure, but
yeah, I got you.
Want to see Westbrook take it home, but we'll see. We definitely will see. Have our popcorn ready.
Definitely. Anything else that you might have had?
Didn't have much left in me, and I have really enjoyed tonight. I really laughed. I really enjoyed the stew and the stink conversation and
Stew and the stink,
and all
man.
the
Sometimes
different
you want to.
conversations. I really had a good night. So I guess we could just end it off here if we want to.
All right, that'll work. We appreciate y'all tuning in as always.
And this is Small Talks with Tish and Larry. Thank you all again for coming in and watching the show with us. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe to the page, and we'll see you all next week.
And if they can do it, you know damn well you can. Peace.